And right now we are about to get into a conversation that we are also going to bring you in by opening up the phone lines. And it's a conversation that's got everybody talking and asking questions. So yesterday, the Minister of Finance, Dr. Mohammed Amin Adam, announced the plan of the government to reintroduce the collection of tolls, of road and bridge tolls. And we don't know what you think about that, but in case you didn't watch it, let us refresh your memory a bit with this video clip from yesterday.
Government will also develop a framework for the reintroduction of road and bridge tolls to facilitate the processes for the implementation of a modernized and efficient road and bridge tolling system commencing in 2024.
Wow. You've just seen it, and I don't know how you feel about it, but remember, we're going to open the phone lines for you to share what you think about this decision. But for me, Kweku, honestly, if you ask me, how does it make me feel? Confused.
Really?
Yes. Confused in the sense that, so why did it go up before?
In the first place?
Yeah. And you take it back, and you're bringing it back.
Yeah.
So
well,
the next question will be for me, in some years again, are they going to take it off?
Well, to be fair, when it was initially removed and we were all confused as to why it had been removed, and they said, well, it was because it was causing traffic and all of that, there were hints that it will come back, but it will come back in a different form. It will come back in an improved form, you know. So to be fair, we always knew, you know, and then of course it's not practical. It's not pragmatic. There's no country that runs and deals with its road system without tolls.
Yes, but
you know, and you don't toll every road.
Right.
But there's some particular roads that you must toll. What's that?
Don't you think the system should have been, you know, worked on instead of removing it at that time? Maybe there should have been a way to fix it.
So remember that they were looking to introduce a number of taxes at the time. So it was expedient for the government in order to reduce the level of animosity against themselves, right? When they were planning to bring the e-levy and all that, you know. So, and around the e-levy too, you know, there's e-levy issues, there was emissions levy, there's different things that were happening, you know. So, the whole thing was, let's just do something to calm the nerves a bit, remove the steam from the system small. So we said, okay, you know what, we know you are going through traffic and you don't like it. So you know what, we'll open the tools. Everybody drive through, feel free. So when they did that, it's like, okay, you know, everybody will sort of calm down a bit. Then e-levy comes in. Then other levies come in, you know. And then now we're here in the 2025, whether the finance minister is finance minister or not, the road tolls
and bridge tolls are coming back.
But my biggest deal or issue with this road toll is that, please, don't take us to 1960 road tolls. We don't like those type of road tolls.
Right.
We are putting human beings there, 1960 type of behavior.
Right.
Modernize the thing. Let us see like how they do it in nice places that we travel to. That's my
and well, I feel like even if you can't even do it up to that standard, let it be built.
Oh, please, we can. Have you not seen Botema Sports Complex?
I'm just saying,
we can do international standard. Have you not seen our airport? International, we know how to do international things.
I'm just saying, let it be built properly, let it look nice, even though they are going to put human beings inside. Maybe it doesn't have to be machines, but, you know.
No, I say, don't put human beings inside. If you're going to do 10 tolls, right, at, let's say, motorway, 10 tolls, 10 booths, 8 of them electronic, 2 human being. That's how we should go. Okay, that's my opinion. But we have somebody who is very interested in this matter. Okay, very interested in the issue. It pokes him and rubs him the wrong way.
Yes.
Have you heard it?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have Engineer Abdullahi Mahama, who is a road and building consultant, joining us to have this conversation. Good morning, Engineer.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. You are welcome to Breakfast Daily.
Thank you. Pleasure.
All right. So I'm sure you already, you know, are abreast of the conversation that we are having right now. How does it even make you feel?
I feel exonerated. because I was the first person you called the next morning after the toll was actually abandoned. Let me use that word, was suspended. And I remember there was a lot of up and downs at the parliament where people thought it was a mistake. The minister reacted quickly. He was supposed to bring it back, and some justification here and there. In fact, some of the justifications, engineering-wise, was not actually justified in terms of its reasonability. But David, he knows I have a problem with him, so we'll talk about that one later. I wish I could have just pulled some of my social media videos that I did just some few days after it was pulled, and I was emphatic that it will still come, if not in this present administration, whoever takes over will bring the tool back. Because reasonably, it doesn't add up. No country, especially let's use the word African country, would do proper without a tolling system. No country. I've not seen any country like that where you would go across the whole country, you use the road freely, like we in Ghana having to share our roads heavily. If I use the word heavily, by some of the trucks which are so much exerting load on our roads. The foreign trucks, talk of the northern countries that abut us to the north, that is Burkina, Mali, Niger, who come and pick their goods from our port. And some of them are excessive in their weight. And yet they drive freely from the beginning of our road, almost 1,000-kilometer stretch of the road, without a dime being paid as a toll. If you look at, let me give you an example like South Africa, from Bloemfontein to Pretoria, it's like a 300-kilometer stretch of a road, like that from Accra towards Sunyani. You would have paid about 94 cedis equivalent in tolls. But that one, someone will say, how is the road performance? Right. So you have a 6-lane road, dovetail into a 4-lane road, moving into a 6-lane road with separate grade lines where you don't actually come to a stop with traffic lights here and there or cross junctions. They are all about with grade separations. You are driving underneath the road, there's a flyover on top. You are driving on top, there's a flyover beneath, and a part beneath you. So you don't get to a place where you have so much bottleneck of signalized intersections or conflict between humans and pedestrians, and what they call it, humans and vehicular conflict on such junctions. Just our neighboring country to our east, Burkina, Côte d'Ivoire. It's amazing to see their toll system, or we call the toll plaza. Yeah. So let's come to the reasons why it was quashed. Apart from the e-levy campaign, there were issues about excessive or unnecessary traffic. First and foremost, please keep off hawkers at that junction. Right. Wager, the motorway. Can you imagine the motorway, 18 kilometers of a road, and people are selling, let me use the word, achomo, biscuit, yogurt, pookie, bread. I mean, they're actually sitting right in the island. Yeah. That's where they've actually, arranged their beds. And when you even finish paying and you're about to move, somebody calls to, somebody wants to change. We have bought one bread, it's 15 cedis, it's left with 5 cedis. So that's small seconds of wait. Yeah. If you do what we call modeling engineering traffic on a highway where the speed is about 100 kilometers per hour, then if you accumulate 30 seconds of waiting time, that does, you see that backlog of traffic. And we shouldn't do anything without human face again. Oh, they are the ones who are selling to make. No, please. The toll must be a toll cutting off completely. Yeah. So that whether we are doing electronic or manual, we would have a smooth flow of traffic. One of the things that we have to do in any of the tolling areas is that if your road is about a 3-lane, properly designed, about 500 to 600 meters before the toll plaza location, it has to be widened to accommodate about 6 lanes, where every car can just move in any direction, any carriageway, and then you pay, and you move another, let's say 500 meters from the point of payment. So before you get into the trail lane ahead of you, the vehicles would have had their waiting time and not to have any backflow. Because if you are moving to the traffic at the location and you have doubled the carriageway with about 500-meter length, there's no way there will be what we call traffic. If you recall, when the existing toll plaza on the Amasaman stretch used to be there, at Pullman, yes, around that they call the place Sapeman. That was the only toll plaza in Accra that didn't have any traffic. Not because the place was not only the vehicular, what we call the AADT was not much. That's the annual average daily traffic. It was huge because that was the most used road aside the motorway in Ghana.
Yeah.
The second most used road in Ghana was that road. Yet, before you get to the towing area, it was so free because there were less hawkers on that street. I think you really didn't have to find about 3-4 people selling in that at that section.
Okay.
So then they had 6 or 4, I think 4 lanes approaches with about 500 meters length in both directions before you pay and as you are exiting.
Yeah.
So it was accommodative enough. And that is why we have to replicate on any towing system that will be brought in. But you see, when we want to do the electronic system, now then we'll come back to start with what we have, the DVLA synchronizing their data with the National Identification Card system, so that at a point, when you are getting to the location, the digital cameras will just capture and there will be a prompt reduction on your Momo, your bank, whatever. It's done.
Yeah.
So I mean, I've actually telling the government that when it gets to that stage, we are there. The engineers will do their part. Then the data people will also do their part, so that you don't even get there and stop. Before you are getting there, the light just picks up, and then at the end of the week, X amount of money is deducted from whatever you're supposed to pay. And if you decide not to pay, definitely you'll be doing transactions. And once your data, your card number, your whatever is actually connected to your telcos, your bank system, and everything, the deduction will be done. If you avoid it, you will have some compound interest or penalties to pay. And this is very, very easy to be done in this country, considering the number of these IT guys we have in this system and the kind of things I've seen the youth doing of late with this digitization. This is one of the low-brainers we can easily handle if you want to actually move into a full electronic. But you said we will have the manual and then the electronic, so that in the event where we have any force majeure with our lighting system, I mean, quickly, the people who are in can actually do the manual aspect so that we don't lose a lot of revenue in this section.
I actually also think that the manual is important because not everybody necessarily, let's say you look at it as a whole constituency of people, they may not have a bank account, they may have Momo, but they may not have, cash on their Momo, but they will have some CDs on them. So for example, take a trotro driver, right? He approaches, he doesn't have Momo on his Momo, he can't withdraw from a bank account, but he has cash. So you should use that lane, right? And so then it becomes this thing where, yes, we do want to move away from the manual, but I also believe that we have to take into cognizance the fact that there will be those situations, and of course, apart from the force majeure you mentioned, there will be those people who on a daily basis, they have a little money on them, that's enough to pay the toll, but they don't have money stored up in their Momo, or maybe on that particular day there isn't money on their Momo. And so I think that the manual, and it shouldn't be a lot, just 1 or 2, that's all, and then after some time, when you are stressed out by joining this long queue, you yourself will fix your own digital system and make sure that you have money available to pay the electronic one. So yeah, I think that's for me. That's
with the trotro system, I'm sure because the car will be registered in his boss's name, the owner's name.
Well, there's that too. Yeah, so there's that too.
But the manual is still alive. I mean, if you look at what is happening on the Pokwasi Road now, the design that will be coming up is manual and automated.
Okay.
So your consideration has been captured in those ones as well.
Okay, okay. Do you have any updates on the Tema motorway, what it would look like? Because I know there's supposed to be a redesign of the entire motorway. Are we going to build a booth and then destroy it when it's time to build the road? What do you know about that space?
So what I would say is that it's a beautiful design. Okay. What I have to do is that I don't want to jump the gun. I don't want to jump the big men who may be launching very soon. So when they launch it, I'll come back and tell you.
Okay.
But it's beautiful.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
Sounds good.
Right.
Sounds good.
So, Engineer, I have one question. Do you think there will be plans to, exempt some particular group of road users, especially people that live at, let's say, Tema? You know, they use the road, that highway mostly. So do you think there will be maybe some sort of like exemption for them? Maybe they reduce their price? Because obviously these people are using it every day.
There was something like that even with the old one. I think those who were staying around the wager, sometimes what they do is that you have to meet the sector minister, with the head of the toll, whatever, the toll manager at that place. So they recognize people who are within that catchment area that are using it in multiples.
I see.
And so once the person, maybe every 30 minutes or 1 hour, he just doing some round around the toll plaza, some of this are actually discounted.
Okay.
And so it's captured. So all will come with the same data I was talking about. We'll look at your GPS locations and whatever activity you are doing within that enclave or the catchment area. And then they actually put in a special case scenario where this is actually factored. But those who are on the motorway, if you go in the morning to Tema, you are going in the evening to Tema and back to Tema. Morning from Tema to Accra and the evening from Accra to Tema, you have to just pay the normal one. But those who are within every traffic, towing plaza area, where every now and then they are just moving in multiple times. They are captured in special case scenarios. It happens across the world. It's not only in Ghana that factor comes into play.
Now, the question I have for you is about the hawkers. What are we going to do about that? Because honestly, I do know that there are some roads that don't have, thankfully, have hawkers littering on them. But it seems like it's becoming more and more of a big challenge, now, to the extent where along the motorway, not too far from the existing toll booth location, the plaza, there's a whole, township that is developing of squatters. And it seems like a lot of people come from that place to come and hawk, and then they sleep there, at night. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, so when the place is cordoned off, anybody who is found to be selling there is just fined. I mean, if you remember what the Accra Regional Minister, the former one, that huge, the giant.
Yeah.
What he did around the Madina Zongo Junction, I think 3 years ago.
Yeah.
He sanitized the area.
Yeah.
He just brought sanity to the junction where, just underneath the pedestrian footbridge, where they turned the place to loading of vehicles, where the 4 lane was reduced to 1.
Yeah.
And he brought in this city and the city guide people.
Yeah.
And he added some police, and then they started finding people within that bus stop.
Yeah.
About 200 meters at both approaches of the footbridge. And then my colleagues who were in the Brie, you used to come to Accra and spend either 15 minutes, 1 hour, just and that between Firestone to Zongo Junction.
Yeah.
We're now spending only 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So it means that was a drastic change in terms of movement of vehicles within that stretch.
Yeah.
So when we cordon up the place with this wire weaving, who are the two sections. I mean, this is a special area government want to make its money. Yeah. So other the driver was also paying to have his free money to move across. You have to make sure that you invest some amount of money there.
Yeah.
Get a place cordon off.
Yeah.
Get some script people to be present, and that ends it. Let's be disciplined and take the human face off.
Yeah.
And get our revenue. Let the poor who are also paying enjoy the road. And then when you finish, don't leave any pothole 50 meters away after the person has paid his money. Exactly. You need the first pothole after he has paid the money. You get angry.
Yeah.
So these are the things that we have to work. But I think for the toll booth, the tolling system is laudable every day, every time.
Right.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. All right. So that was Engineer Abdullahi Mahama. He's a road and construction engineer, sharing his thoughts on the toll booths and the way forward with that. Of course, the Minister of Finance mentioned in Parliament yesterday that there's a plan to reintroduce in 2025, of course, and as Engineer Mahama said, the plans and the designs are really beautiful, so we're looking forward to seeing what they would look like. All right, but you can call us, all right? We want you to call us, share your thoughts with us, especially those of you who live close to toll booth areas. What do you think of this? And anyone can call us, okay, wherever you live. And those of you who are outside Accra, especially, I want to hear from you. So 0204-447-033. That's the number to call. Call us, and then also send us WhatsApp messages as well. Let's hear what you make of the idea of reintroducing the toll booth system. All right. So a more modern one, a newer way of doing it, electronic versus the manual version, all of those things. Just share your thoughts with us. Right. Now, Chris, so these are images of the Accra toll booth as it was back in the day. As you can see, I mean, these days, there are no hawkers there because there's no stopping. So you can't hawk when the vehicle is not stopping, right? So this is it. But for me, I think it's very, very, very important for us to cordon off the entire area. That nobody should come and sell anything there.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Because as engineer was saying, look, the toll booth he mentioned, which was around Sapeman, right? I remember that toll booth very well. There was almost never any traffic there. Do you understand? Meanwhile, this is the Kumasi Highway, and people are coming at top speed from Kumasi, and then they come and descend to the toll booth. And yet, when you get to a toll booth, there's no traffic, But then you go to Kaswa, go and see Wager, you see.
Right. All right, so we have a caller on the line right now. We have Nelly from Labadi. Hi, Nelly.
Hello, I'm fine, thank you, please. And you?
Hello, Nelly.
Hello, good morning.
All right, I don't think Nelly's still on the line. Yeah.
Right, yeah, so
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, good morning.
Yes,
good morning.
Yes, your name, please, and where are you calling us from?
My name is Nelly, I'm calling from Labadi.
All right, talk to us. What do you think about the reintroduction of the toll booths?
Yeah, I think, we have incompetent leadership in Ghana here, to me. Because we have this kind of road system, road toll, which is working for us, which everything is okay for us. How can you collapse it and then come back again? Whereby we know that things are okay for us. We have introduced a lot of taxes. So right now, what are you going to do? Are you going to slash some taxes? This is my concern here, because a lot of Ghanaians find it difficult to get 3 meal square, 3 meal a day.
Okay.
And if you're coming to introduce these tax again, I mean, we cannot live here anymore.
True.
So they should look at it for us. Even if the toll is coming, we are okay with that. But they should look at other revenues as well. Slash those ones as well for us.
All right.
Yeah, like something like e-levy.
Yes.
They should take it off from us.
Okay.
COVID levy.
Yeah. I think that would be okay for us. But for them to introduce this system and then toll bridge, the taxes are many for us. We can't survive.
All right.
The
Thank
best
you.
for us to do is to run away from Ghana.
Please don't run.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Okay, bye. Have a nice day.
Yeah, you too. You too.
All right, so
You
that
too.
was Nelly from Labadi.
Yeah.
I think he actually made a great point. It's beautiful. The plan is beautiful. Yes, let's have a newer toll booths and all that. But yes, how much is it going to cost? Are they going to reduce some of the taxes that were brought in that time when this was taken off to balance everything? You know, and that's why I asked the question. So for people who use that road every time, is there going to be some sort of, you know, exemption for them? Maybe not 100% payment, but maybe a certain percentage. Why I'm asking that is, like, in Lagos, I know if you live on one part of the island, especially from Lekki, there's a big toll booth there. So people living on that side, you know, have like a reduced rate, and basically they have a card already, so they take their money monthly or something like that. So they just show the card and then everything is checked and then you are out. So you don't really pay that same amount that someone that is coming from the island, I mean from the mainland, once a day, you know, will pay, because you are going up and down. Maybe your office is this way, and then the kids' school is that way, and you still need to, you know. So I feel like he's making.
So what engineer said was that these things exist everywhere in the world, right? Everywhere in the world, where the people who live and have to maneuver around the toll booth regularly through the day, they have a reduced way of them. We have another caller on the line. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, good morning. Welcome to Breakfast Daily.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, your name, please.
I'm calling from Atimpoku.
Come again?
Atimpoku.
I say I'm David calling from Atimpoku.
Beautiful. David, tell us, what are your thoughts?
I want to contribute to the toll booth issue.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes. As for the toll booth, it should be really coming back. Because a lot of the foreigners' vehicles who use our tolls through the country free is very, because the load weight they take through our roads is too heavy. So you should let the toll come so that we get the revenue to maintain the road.
Right.
Okay.
This is my issue.
All right. David, thank you so much for calling. We appreciate your thoughts.
Okay.
All right, thank you. So, again, international travel.
Yeah, the same thing
We
Engineer
know,
Muhammad talked about.
Yeah, we already know that people are paying tolls. If you're going from, let's say you're going from Cote d'Ivoire, you're traveling to Nigeria, right? You will pay tolls.
Definitely.
When you are in Nigeria, you will pay tolls. When you are in Cote d'Ivoire, you will pay tolls.
Yeah.
Do you see that thing? By the way, I love that the toll booth, the toll plaza at the Lekki one you're talking about. It's beautiful.
It's clean.
Oh gosh, it's you know. Yeah. Right. So I mean, I think it's so important for us to do it right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we have Dominic from Dome joining us on the line. Hi, Dominic.
Hello.
Good morning. You're welcome to the show.
Yeah, my name is Dominic. I'm calling from Dominic.
Right. You're welcome. So what are your thoughts?
Good morning.
Good morning, Dominic. We can hear you.
Dominic, your TV, reduce the volume and just speak to us through the phone, okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Share
Can
your
you hear
thoughts.
us now? Oh, it's
Okay.
gone.
All right. So we lost him there. Sorry about that. Yeah. So let's just do it right.
Yes.
Do it right. You know, and doing it right means that you will displease some people.
Sure.
Doing it right means that not everybody will be happy with you, but do it right. Because at the end of the day, once you do it right, everybody gets used to it. It's a new way we're going. It's a new direction we're going. We'll all get used to it. We'll all be happy at the end of the day. You know, and it will work in the long term, in the long run, for everybody. You see, government will be happy. We too will be happy because you will now be fixing roads, which you should be doing. You know?
All right. Okay, so we have Rashid from Gambagat. Hi, Rashid.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. How are you? You're welcome to the show.
Thank you. And you?
I'm fine, thank you. So what are your thoughts?
Yes, about the road toll, I think we have a lot of questions behind the road toll. Why it was cancelled, why it has to start again. Because we don't know the reasons why the government canceled the road toll. And they don't even explain why they are bringing back the road toll. If there were some problems, have they resolved the problems before introducing it again? Like you said, in every country there are road tolls where they generate some revenue to help with the maintenance of the roads. Just all of a sudden, the topic and said was not relevant again. Now, yet they have not come to the public. They have not come to Ghanaians to tell us why they want to introduce the road tools again. If there were problems, have they resolved the problems? Were there leakages or there were some? They have not explained to us why they stopped it and why they are bringing it back. Like what you just mentioned about the road tools in Nigeria and some other places. In Lekki there, I have seen the road tools where they are mechanized, where you cannot escape. You understand? These are revenue they generate to maintain the road for you to support the internal generated revenue. So if they can mechanize it, they can do it in a way where the revenue generated over there are not leaked, are not wasted. But just introducing it back to the same way it was operated, I'm not sure we are getting somewhere to. So I think reintroducing it is good, but what mechanism have they put in place to ensure that it is effectively operated? Thank you. That is my contribution.
Right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. And that was Rashid from Gambaga. Yeah. Well, okay, I understand, Rashid, but Rashid, if you're watching, I don't think it's happening right now. It's 2025.
Yeah, but that's not too long.
I know.
That's not too long. I think that they did explain why they were taking it away. They said that, first of all, it was causing a lot of traffic. That was one of the main reasons they gave. It was causing, but we also knew that there were other undertones, and they needed at the time to let the e-levy pass. And it was creating too much angst. So it was like, what, let's look for something that's easy to remove, and so, I mean, for me, where I sit, I think that that's one of the reasons, that it was removed. But then the question is, as you are bringing it back, are you going to take away?
Are you taking something off? Exactly.
Good.
Because really, I really understand what the first caller said. Because a lot of people are really, trying to survive right now, like where we are right now. So if you're going to put more on them, what you want them to do?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Well, there's a lot that's going on, and thank you for the calls that have been coming through. Do send your call. We still can call us, okay? It's 0204. Oh, we have someone on the line. Yeah. Hello, Samuel.
Yeah, good morning, madam.
And welcome to Breakfast Daily. Talk to us. What are you thinking about the toll booths?
To my suggestion, I think calling off the route toll was uncalled for. But believe me, as they are reintroducing it, I think it's in a good direction. But what my problem is, after taking the money, after taking the road toll, please, they should use it judiciously.
Your call has been put on hold.
Hello? Okay, it appears we have a challenge on the line. Yeah, all right. Well, it should be put to good use.
Yeah.
Well, you made that point,
yes,
and I think it's important.
I think it's really important, yeah.
I don't think that anybody in their right mind will be happy with a government that is charging for tolls ostensibly to maintain roads, and the roads are not maintained. That's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem, and I think we need to do right by Ghanaians.
True. Yeah. And also, it's not just about the quality of the road, but the things that also happen on the road. There are so many unauthorized bus stops. Even on the N1.
Anyway.
The N1 is supposed to be a highway. When I'm going to work in the morning, I have to stop for the trotro people for them to load on the main highway.
Yeah. All right. Abubakar, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Abubakar.
Sir.
Yes. How is the Jura this morning?
Oh, alhamdulillah. By the grace of God, everything. But I'm happy to hear government introducing the road toll again, because for the past years, the then Minister of Information, Kojo Ponkrumah, told us that the e-levy will have generated some funds that will have used in the road maintenance, but from the time the e-levy was passed to date, anything have not been done concerning, and we've not had any improvement under the road maintenance. And I think the reintroduction of the road toll is a good move, and I'm very happy of it.
Thank you so much. All right. Thank you.
Wow. That's a very interesting conversation that we had there. I want to say thank you to each and every one that actually contributed to this. And like they said, we hope this is, implemented well and put to good use, especially the money put to good use.